In the cursed hour when midnight's veil descended upon the cobblestone streets, a weary traveler found himself wandering alone through the shadowed lanes. The flickering flame of his lantern cast dancing phantoms upon the walls, and solitude gnawed at his very soul like a ravenous beast. Then through the suffocating darkness appeared a sight most unholy. A figure emerged from the shadows, his visage adorned with a grin so wide and terrible that it seemed to mock the very concept of human joy. This was no mortal smile, but something far more sinister. "Hark, mortal," spoke the fiendish apparition, his voice like silk wrapped around a blade. "What dost thou seek in night's cold embrace? Fear not this countenance so grim and wide, for in this grin lies but a jest most unkind." The traveler's blood turned to ice as he beheld those glinting eyes that held no warmth, no humanity, only an unholy mirth that chilled him to the bone. Terror seized his heart as he cried out against the specter, "Away, foul demon! Thy smile doth belie the horror that dwells within thy cursed soul." But the smiling man only drew closer, his grin stretching wider still, defying the very laws of nature. The darkness seemed to bend around him as he spoke his final, terrible promise. "Run if thou must, yet know thy footsteps trail the breath of death that follows in my wake. The night is young and I am but begun. Thy doom is writ upon the rising sun." The traveler fled into the night, his desperate footsteps echoing through the empty streets. But behind him, lingering in the shadows like a curse upon the air, that terrible grin remained. Watching, waiting, knowing that dawn would bring no salvation from the horror that had been awakened. For some smiles are never meant to comfort.